When it feels the worst, then you buy. You're not happy with your current situation? Pick up the phone and dial. But in this case, pick up your broker and buy.
Welcome to the game, I'm the Wolf of Dubai.
Welcome to a brand new video. If you don't know who I am, you will most probably live under a very big rock because I am one of the most watched stock market YouTubers out there. I was very big because I predicted Tesla very nicely. I also predicted, Palantir, Hood. I was in all those, so it's not my first rodeo. I'm maybe one of the biggest influencer by views, by impressions, by the amount of video, the quality of video. I think I'm number one for BitMine as well. So you don't find anybody else. You should be subscribed because my subscribers that subscribe me since 2019 on all of my channels, they actually bought houses and apartments. So great risk reward, right? They subscribe for free and, maybe you will get the house one day. Okay. So I think that one of the most important parts for a person is always to create a product that people love. And my personal product is xtendaytrading.com. I don't advertise anything here on this channel. No crypto exchanges, no crypto coins, nothing. Okay. Even when they offer me $50,000 for a video, it's insane, but I don't do it because I think I have a brilliant product. Our product is offering day trading profits made by professionals, all done for you. Okay, so we have our own software that we had to program because there was nothing else out there, and we have a professional team that select those trades, send them those to your portfolio, and close them when we think it's the best time to close them. So it's all done for you in your portfolio. You don't have to send your money that you want to invest, and it stays all in your account. I have very limited spaces every month, so check on the website here and xtendaytrading.com and schedule a call with me and see if you can actually really understand what is going on. This week we are closing 3 out of 3 trades in a short trading week, 100% win rate. Doesn't get better than that. Okay, so check it out. Last few seats, we are increasing our joining fee. Make sure you get started. So now let's talk about why it's always great to invest in companies when it seems the worst, right? Do you remember when you invest into BitMine when it was like a $60 company? You remember that? Everyone was, this going to the moon, this will double till the end of the year. Even me, I was seeing the graph of crypto and they are seeing the seasonality and everything made sense until obviously the crash came, right? And then not only crypto, but Ethereum, Bitcoin, altcoins went down and not even recovered so far, right? So that's why BitMine is down, okay? That's why BitMine is not at 75 or 100 already, right? So that's clear. So, but these are the timings. You will look back and say like, oh, I wish I would have bought BitMine for 30, or I wish I would have bought more at 25. Those numbers, once we are through some bigger levels on crypto and more adoption, like this will something that you will never see again. I want to give you even an example for that, okay? So I invested into Tesla when it was a $23 company. Then there was so many bad news hitting the company, like Elon Musk going crazy, Tesla going bankrupt, Model 3 is not working, the production is not working from Model 3, China factory will not happen, right? All of this BS, right? So I was thinking like, well, but what I see, the company is doing quite well. They're improving every day, Elon Musk sleeps on the floor. The same way I feel with BitMine. But if you're looking into a clip that I will show you from 2019, where I started, investing 2018, 2019, 2017, somewhere around there, you can see that how bad the news actually was on CNBC. Have a look.
The indication here is that Tesla is going through the growing pains that almost everybody, with the exception of those who are bullish and believe that Elon Musk can do no wrong, everybody has known that at some point Tesla would face the hard realities of increasing manufacturing, at the same time trying to drive down the cost of building the Model 3. And in an email to employees, Elon Musk said, we have to bring down the cost of building a lower-priced Model 3 in order to sell it at a lower price and to be profitable at a lower price. We've got to bring down our costs while also ramping up the economies of scale. And as a result, he says the company will be cutting about 7% of its workforce. The last indication we have in the third quarter is that Tesla has approximately 45,000 employees. So you're looking at a cut of about 4,000 workers, and that's based on third quarter employment numbers. So we don't know the exact number at this point. And again, you mentioned the guidance for the fourth quarter. The indication from Elon Musk is that While they will not be making a 4% profit, which is what they turned in the third quarter, they do expect to be slightly profitable. And then coming into the next year, the first quarter should be okay. Then it really gets tough in the second quarter as Tesla looks to bring out a lower priced version of the Model 3. And again, guys, it all comes down to battery costs. They are the leader in the industry, but they still need to bring it down even further, and that means bringing down the overall cost of production.
Okay. Thank you for that, Phil. We want to get right over to some street reaction. Colin Rush is a senior analyst at Oppenheimer. You saw this news, and your first instinct was what?
This looks to us like a mix of a proactive move in terms of cutting costs to get ready for later this year, but also a bit of cleanup on the kind of massive push to get the Model 3 out this year. I think they added an awful lot of staff to get these numbers and extra resource, with like the tent that they'd put up to move cars through. And so to see them cutting the staff isn't a huge surprise in our view.
This is a full-time workforce. These aren't temps, though, right?
Yeah, they're not temps, and they go through an ongoing evaluation of their team on an annual basis, is our understanding. And so it's not a huge surprise to see this. You never want to see a growth company cutting staff like this, but we're not overly concerned. What we think is the real point of debate for investors right now is whether the company's going to be able to sell 250,000 of these cars, the Model 3s every year, or something more like 400 to 500,000. And I think they're being proactive here to get towards that 400 to 500,000.
So as you can see, those moments, if you could buy Tesla at 11 or 15, you would do that, right? It would change everything. So sometimes the worst is always the best, okay? And I give you one more story that will clear that forever for you, okay? There was a time, there was a king, and that king said to his personal assistant, I don't know how you call it them in the Middle Ages, but he said listen, make me a ring when times are good. I look at it and I feel humble. But the same ring should give you motivation when I'm down and have a bad time. Okay, go. So after a lot of consideration, they went to the goldsmith and they made a fantastic ring. And he went to the king, who by that moment he was throwing a lavish party, right? Everybody was happy and so on. He got the ring. He looked at the ring. He put it on. He looked at the ring and then he stopped smiling and became humble. What happened? So the ring said only a few words, but it will change everything in your life, guys. Okay, so are you ready? It said, also this shall pass. What does it mean? When you are thinking, oh, the stock will go higher and will higher and higher and higher, also this shall pass means also this will not go on forever. Okay, then you see a company going down and down and down and negative and just go down, goes up a little bit, goes down again. Also this shall pass. Okay, so I hope that is a fantastic way to end the video. Check out xnDayTrading.com. I see you tomorrow. Have the most beautiful weekend that you ever have seen, and don't forget, the grass is greener always on the other side.